Ready to go now. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
The shortstop, number 5, Corey.
And the home opener is underway. Rasmussen, 6'1" righty, 210 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. The 1-2. That one carrying and gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
This to third, but it kicks foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Juan Soto down. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Aye.
That's a ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Out towards right center field. Harris under it. And there's 2 down. And now it's Mark Vientos. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
0-1.
That one pushed foul. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Digging in, Chandler Simpson.
Tonight, the left fielder, number 14, Chandler Simpson.
And a foul ball.
Ball in.
In the air, left field. Lucas on his way over. 1 down. Tap foul at the plate. 0-1 now.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Out towards left center. Lucas coming on. Takes it in for the out. Yandy Diaz now.
Ball. That's in.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Late with the swing there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back now in Tampa Bay, all set for the start of the inning. Nathan Lucas up now for the Mets. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. Can't glove it cleanly. Swing and a foul straight back. Lucas gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one in there across the letters. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So up next for New York, Brett Baty.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Nope, that's inside.
That's down and in. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is inside. 3-1 now.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Aranda. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Fouled off left side. The 0-1.
Ball, that's inside. That's ball 2.
And that one missing
ball 3.
inside, a sharp slider. That one misses.
Ball.
So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
To the right side, Simeon. Over to Seager. Not in time
He's in
at
there.
first. It's a fielder's choice. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball,
No,
that's
he's really
outside.
working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Outside.
Nope, outside.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw in. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Aim to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the
Off the
pitch.
plate,
Just
ball
shot
1.
it through the infield.
Samuel Basallo in the box, lays off for ball 1. Two on, 1 out. And the count 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners on the move. This one in the air, center field. Kwan under this one. Brings it in. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Taylor Wall.
Nope. That's inside.
Runner edges away at second. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2 again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball. Simeon sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Misses
Outside,
off the
that's a
plate. Ball 1. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. Now it's Marcus Simeon. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2 goes down swinging for the strikeout. He's not set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Nope. Outside.
Inside, almost got him.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Pitch
That's
misses
ball 3.
there, and that's ball 3. Up the middle, Seager. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Tied up here in the early going. Just
that ball went out.
missed. That one finds the corner. Full count now. Here goes the runner. Called strike 3. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Diaz in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball 1.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And a 2-1 ball game now. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that baby's gone. A shot to the opposite field. 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. There's a line drive to left field. That's out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Chopper to second. Fires over to Hoskins, and that is that. Back here in Tampa Bay, new inning getting started. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Harris has a beat on it. One away.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Steven Kwan.
On the ground at first. Aranda takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Mets,
2 down,
the
base is
designated
empty.
hitter, Mark
And now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Foul ball. 0-1. Walls. And that is the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Ha-Seong Kim. Foul ball there. Kim measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ball.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the Rays, the catcher, Samuel Solo.
Ball, that's out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now here is Taylor Walls. Lucas should have this one. And there are 2 outs. Ground ball to the right side. Simeon toss over to first. And that is that. Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the top of the 5th. Nathan Lucas up now for the Mets.
Ball, that's in.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Fought off foul. The count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. Kim fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, number 8, Rhys Hoskins.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Inside, ball 1.
Two down. Two outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Brett Baty. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Yo, 1. That's back there. And it is out of here. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Fraley really on his horse for it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Michael Harris II.
Nope.
Good
Inside
slider
ball.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Way outside, 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. That clips a corner. That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
The batter,
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat.
The new pitcher in the game, Josh Hader.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now, Jonathan Aranda pitches in there. That's strike 1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
The Rays trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. On a line. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rays, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Up the middle. Glove flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Top 6. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Corey Seager. And that is out of play.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You're going to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. And now it's Juan Soto. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. That one ripped but foul. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next to the net, the center fielder, Steven Strong.
Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Yoendrys Gomez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In there, got him looking for the K. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And now the 0-1. And no one can get there. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily. Pitch
Ball
misses, and that's ball one. Fastball for a strike at 95. And a count 1-2. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. On the ground, right side, Semien. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Aye.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 up, 2 down. Samuel Basallo digs in now. 1 for 2.
Ball, that's in.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the top of the seventh. Rhys Hoskins up now for the Mets. Fraley under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, number 7, Brett Baty.
Base hit center field. And that puts the tying run on base. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike.
Nope, that's inside.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Harris fires it in quickly as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
I'm sure he feels really good. That one. Everyone's trying to elevate.
Alex Vesia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead.
That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. One runs in. The relay hung up in a rundown now between third and home. And now a wide throw to third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here is Marcus Semien on the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and there's 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
For the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Inside,
that's inside.
ball 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Tied at 4. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. 2 on, 2 outs. Sends him down looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays. Taylor Walls. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ball. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Fouled off down the right side.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That's in. Ball 2.
And that's in the dirt. And now 3-2. Now we're whipped into left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Ball in.
Rays down by a run. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, left field. He's got it. So now with 1 away and a man at second. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Michael Harris II. Left field. And that's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single. And this game is tied in the 7th. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Luke Weaver. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
Ball 1.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. 2-2 on the way. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. He's already homered in this game. Inside, just missed.
Ball 2.
Now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI.
Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. So now here's the Mets DH. Mark. Vientos.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 49, Kevin Kelly.
And he swings through that one. Clips the corner. That is strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. He was late there, strike 1. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The go-ahead run aboard at first, nobody out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Simpson ranging back. Then there's one down. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Hoskins pushes it foul. The Mets with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top of the 8th.
There you
Check
go.
swing, appeal to first, and he went around. Just enough that time. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 8th, Jake Fraley getting ready. Wandy Peralta comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
The changeup missing, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2.
That's a really good take.
That one the other way. And this one could be extra bases. And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that. Pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Off the plate, ball 1.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Man at second. Just missed.
Inside.
I know it's 3-0, but I'm letting him swing here if he likes the pitch. Why not?
On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. 4 to a
Ball
board.
4.
Here's the catcher to hit, Samuel Basallo. Kevin Cash going with a pinch hitter here. Nick Fortes. Big spot for him here.
That's a ball.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Fair ball. Runner around third. He will score, and the Rays have the lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
The 0-1.
Ball. That's inside.
There's a swing and a miss. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
There's a strike.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
2 on, 1 out. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. 2-2 now. Base hit right field. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Lifted in the air down the left side. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. At the plate, Yandy Diaz.
Designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
And that chops in for a strike. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. 2 on, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. Soto gets under it, and that ends the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay, here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Brings it in. 1 away. And next for the Mets, Marcus Semien. He's already homered here in this one. Substitution being made at first. Mets going with a pinch runner, Luis Robert Jr. Looking for some added speed out there in the late innings.
Ball one.
Walls. There's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Berg. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.